Please stand up.
Good morning. Again. Good morning. How are you? Okay, sit down. So today we are going to have an experiment about heat transfer by convection. Briefly, I'll have to explain this. Heat transfer means heat moving from one place to another, from the source to other places. Convection, this one takes place in liquids. Remember, heat transfer is the transfer of heat from high temperature up to low temperature. So there must be certain medium or media that allow heat to pass through. We looked at heat transfer by conduction and we said that heat transfer by conduction majorly takes place in solids. For example, metals, saucepan, flat iron. When you are cooking, heat will move from the source up to the destination, and it will use a medium. So heat transfer by conduction is in solids. Convection is liquids. Heat moving from high temperature to low temperature when the medium is a liquid. Then heat transfer by radiation takes place in gases or in air. For example, the heat from the sun reaches us and other substances or objects by means of radiation or rays. So our main concern is about heat transfer by convection, and we are going to have the following substances to help us understand. So when I say show me your thermometers, then you have to show me the thermometers. You have to first identify them. So we have got one material is thermometer. You have two thermometers. Can you show me your thermometers, please? Show me your thermometers. We have two different thermometers. Can you open the thermometers, please? One, which is the yellow one, has the reading marked from 0 degrees C up to 100. That is our first thermometer. Then the second thermometer we have, which is in the green plastic cover, has the readings marked. Open it and you see, it is marked from 0 degrees C up to 50. You have to check, it must be marked from 0 degrees C up to 50. If it is not 50, then you have to change, because we are going to have two different thermometer readings when substances, when we are heating. The other substance number 2 we have is the beaker. This is what we call a beaker. This is a beaker. So you check if everything is working very well. If your beaker is broken or one of your items is broken, make sure we replace it immediately. Number 3 we have wire mesh. This is what we call wire mesh. This one. The wire mesh. This is the wire mesh. Can I see your wire mesh, please? This tool. It's a wire mesh. Follow. Next, number 4, we have what we call the heat source. Heat source. It's going to be our source of heat. We shall light it, and then it will give us the heat that we want to use when we are boiling our substance. Next we have is the heat stand. This one is the heat stand. This one. Heat stand. The use of this heat stand, one is to hold the wire mesh. 2 is to prevent the air or wind from blowing off our heat. Next is the retort stand. You have this the retort stand. The retort stand. Make sure it's working very well. The stand is this one, has the base or the boss. You have this stand and you have got these clips. Next we have the lighter. The lighter. We are going to use this iron box as our lighter to give us heat. Next we have got the potassium permanganate. The potassium permanganate is this one. The use of this potassium permanganate is going to help us we are going to have our water shall dissolve it using different substances. So we shall use coloring substances and then potassium permanganate. Do not touch this. Potassium permanganate. So we shall have, that's why we are having two different thermometers to record different boiling points at different temperature increases for different liquids. The other one we also have coloring substances. I've got the green coloring substance and then the red coloring substance. We have got water. Water is in this dropping time. We have water inside there. So we are going to measure the boiling temperature or boiling point for pure water, and when some substances are added to water. Next, we also have protecting gloves. Of course, we need to protect ourselves. Then we have the dropper. The dropper, I'll use this one to scoop the chemical and then drop in our substance. Remember, we shall not mix, but as the water will be boiling, the substances that is inside will be mixing up. And any substance that we shall add into our water will automatically lower the boiling point. So the boiling point may not be 100%, may not be 100 degrees C, because we are going to add some substances. Then we are going to set up our experiment as it is shown on our textbook's page 48. So let us begin our experiment by let us set up our experiments as below. Start with the stand, get your stand, and put it like this. It should face you just like I'm having mine. Pull it down a bit so that it can, at least to that point. Okay? Great. So that's step one. Step two, we shall have our heat source. We'll put it there, and then we shall open. Then we shall get the heat stand and then put it exactly below the heat source. And then we shall put our wire mesh on top. Step three, we shall have our beaker, put it like that. Then step 4, we are going to put water in the beaker up to 150. When we put it up to 150. You are going to put it up to 150 mils. 150. You have to check up to 150. 115, right. 150, thank you. Okay. Next. Make sure it goes up to 150. There we are. So after, I'm going to use this to scoop some potassium permanganate, and then I'll drop in mine. For my experiment, I'm going to use potassium permanganate. Then for your case, you're going to use different coloring substances. So I'll use and get some potassium permanganate, and I'll put like 3 drops. 1, 2. Okay, that's mine. Maybe for you, I'll use some permanganate. Great, thank you. But do not shake, just leave it like that. Great. So next, for you 3, let's use this coloring substance and see what happens. There are 5 drops. put 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then for your case, I don't see it's 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Can you put all? Okay. So after, in our next experiment, we are now going to use the thermometers and fix them closely. We are going to first of all record the first temperature, the thermometer reading. Open the thermometers. Get the thermometers, please. Yes. You can start with the green one, yellow. Open the yellow. Then we are going to read the temperature when it is at exactly. We are going to first of all record the first temperature. Look at that red line. The mercury. It's at 20 what? 25. So I will say for you, so for Tool, his first temperature is 25. What's your first temperature? Check very well and tell me. This one. What is it? It's how many? It's at 21, 22, 23. For you it is 23. So B, your first temperature is 23. Fuang, what's your first temperature?
My first temperature is 23.
23. And then mine, I'll call it teacher. Mine is at exactly 23 as well. Is yours 23 or 25? It's 24? Okay, yours is 24. Great. Then I'll check for Satang and then after I'll come. For Satang, it is at 22. Yours is 22. So Satang has 22. So for Mr. Tool, yours is 24, right? Okay. So we have got different thermometer readings. What about the green one? 2, B, 1. You open the green and then you see. But before you open the green, you are going to arrange your experiment like this. Get this thermometer and you hold. You're going to just do like this. Like this one. No, like this one. Stand you're going to lower if the red part, that bulb must go up to and it touches the liquid. It must touch the liquid. Tool, you have to be very fast and then you put water for. I want that bulb to touch the liquid. Have you finished? Okay, then help Stan. Help Stan record so that Stan can arrange this as well.
Yellow right.
Then we are starting with the yellow one. Then after the yellow, so we can also get the green one and then we record this. Get the you get the green thermometer, the thermometer that is in the
Bring your number over here.
very ugly. is not working. So you have to get that second thermometer and check the temperature. Get the one for 50 degrees thermometer. Open it and record the first temperature, please. Record the first temperature. You open the one for 50 degrees and tell me the temperature you are having. What's your temperature? 2? First, wait, you don't open the second thermometer. The one which is marked up to 50. The one which is marked up to 50 is what I want. What is your first temperature? Is how many? This one is white in, so we are going to check the temperature. Yeah, this one is about 22 as well. It goes up to. You guys how many? 22. Tool is 22. B, what's yours? You have to check inside there is a line where it comes. Also 22. Fuang, what is yours? You check inside that white stripe inside has a certain value. It has been marked.
I think what's
I have
23.
It's 23. Okay, 23. Then for star, yours is, I see it is also 22. Right. So we have to insert the two together, put the two thermometers together. Then we are going to use the lighter and we start heating until everything. Your partition manganese must increase. Get the lighter and then you light and then you heat. Start heating.
ไม่ให้เฟิร์นลองทำ
Don't explode.
เฟืองเอ้ย
Stand up, Fuang, you have to sit down and we are going to record after every 5 minutes. Now it moves from, like for Stan is at 20, for Fuang is at 23. When this one goes from 23 up to 28, you record the time, you record the time. Are you finished, right? We are going to be recording very fast, and then we shall fill it on our page that we shall answer page 49 later. So we are going to be recording the change the lines in the thermometer after every 5 minutes. Do it so fast. Like that. Great.
Yes, not for you.
And for your case. Okay. Then you have to record what is happening after every 5 minutes.
ขึ้นแล้ว
Go, go, go.
ขึ้นโป๊
B, you have to check every 5 minutes until the water boils. The liquid must boil, but because you have put some substances in, then the boiling point must be less than 100.
Is it boiling? Is it boiling? No.
So what's your temperature now? It has moved to, the red one has moved to 50. I see it's now 54. Let me check yours. It's 51. The red one. Yeah, for you the red is now at 69. For you, what? 42. For you? 49. I'll be recording that. 39. You was 40 what? 43 for you? How many?
63.
63. B, Fuang, how many? What's the reading now? The red one first.
The red one. Can you see?
It's 57.
57? Okay. Go to the one which was in the green. 150. I'll be taking the average.
It's 58 on phone.
58?
Yeah, 58. No, 59 now.
Oh, yeah, yes. You want to see how many?
142.
42. You have to record this. I want down this one.
The yellow one.
The yellow one. Yeah. For your case, what does it boiling? How many? B, how many? 58? 68. Okay. What about stone? 47. We will have one. We will now wait for it to water to start boiling. The water is starting to boil. Now see the smoke is coming up. So we want to record the boiling point of this one. So I also record the boiling point as it started boiling. So it might not boil at the steam has started coming out. The boiling point may not be 100 because you have put there some substances. I want to check the boiling point when we use potassium permanganate, when we use a green coloring substance, when we use the red coloring substance, and then green coloring substance. I'll do my later with potassium permanganate as well.
This is getting over 100 now.
It's okay, provided the bulb is not.
This is slow. This one is slow too.
One story.
Maybe the fire is low.
It's fine. 47. We're going to record again. Oh, this one is almost boiling. For Fuang is now at, the red one is now at 80.
Almost 80. 87. No, 88. 87.
Ice. Next time we can try ice with the melting point of ice. Ice, we read the temperature of ice. After reading the temperature of ice, we put it in a glass. We record the time it takes to melt and the melting point. This one is now boiling. You see? It's now boiling. Water is moving from going up. This is the convection current that I was talking about last time. It moves from the water at the bottom gets hot first, then it rises and is replaced by the cold water on top. So for you viewers, it's boiling already. You can stop and record the temperature. Just close.
There, it's boiling.
Close. Yes, just put like that. Now this one, the boiling point, the yellow one
93.
is boiling at 93. The boiling point for B is 93. Let's wait and see. What about this other yellow one? The boiling point, it is at?
100.
Is it 100?
Yeah. It's 100. It's exactly 100. It's right there. It's barely under the 100.
It's just below, so it's around. This is 8. It's within 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set 4. So
98.
So we got it's at 98.
It's almost 100.
98. Yes, because then you are going to explain. You are going to tell me why the boiling point of this thing is I told you last time.
So teacher, look, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees.
That is if water is pure.
So it's not that big of a difference if you put
But
substitution.
now this one is boiling at 93, 98, so it's slightly less.
Yeah, so it's not that big of a difference.
Let's check now this one.
Ồ, nó phua này.
Starting to boil. You must check when something is moving from down.
Khó chơi được vừa.
Right
Mà Phương có
now,
đưa lên.
let's
Cả tàn lắm ạ.
Fuang is still climbing.
Fuang is also boiling now. You can see it on the surface. You close it. Fuang, close before it burns you. Close once, just like that. Great. So let's record. For Fuang, this is 90. It's at 93. The yellow one for Fuang is at 93.
No.
Then let's check the Let's check the red one is at 92.
Hả?
92.
92.
92.
Tao có số 1 nào.
Smoke boiling then?
Đó là cái không được. Không. Có ra là không phải.
Đơn bài đó bị. Hả? Đơn bài đó.
So this is how you create juice, like Fanta.
So last but not least, I'm going to take mine and then we shall have the recordings together. Then we shall take the average that shall write in the textbook. So fill in page 49 after taking the average. Okay? So meanwhile, it hasn't boiled yet.
It's boiling.
It's boiling. Let's record that one. It's 80, start counting this one, 81, 82, up to you tell me. 86.
Yeah.
What is the red one is at 81? You count and tell me. 86. Then the yellow one?
85.
85. Okay.
No.
So you can also close, then shall wait last but not least will be mine, and then we shall take the average on the floor. Mine for that, and I use this is now at exactly 20. I'm going to my initiative is going to be 20. So which means that before we started the experiment, when we moved the temperature in the lab was about 23 because the AC is not working. So when we put this place, because of the AC, there was light fall in our thermometer. It hasn't started boiling yet?
It's only 70. Nó không ọt đâu mà.
I also record mine and then we shall start the experiment. Do we know home?
โอ้โห
So now my temperature is at exactly 20. So I want to check what will happen. This temperature by the time the potassium permanganate boils. Do not mix.
I'm Tom.
So we want to check what will happen after some time when the potassium permanganate mixes and then boils. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to be recording. Let me record the temperature after every 5 minutes. Well, now I'm starting mine at 9:40. So when it comes to 9:45, I'm going to read the temperature. Here we go. So everything that we are checking or what we are observing is that as temperature increases, then the glass that is metal will get hot first, then heat will move from high concentration, which is the source, to the lowest concentration, which is the liquid, and that's the surface of the liquid is cold. So that heat moving from cold to hot, that cyclic motion is what we call the convection current. This takes place even in the seas, lakes, ocean, water. As water keeps flowing during the day, the heat from the sun will hit the surface of the water in the sea or the ocean. Then the surface becomes warm, and that warm water on top moves down and will be replaced by the cold water at the bottom that comes on top. It is very possible in some lakes, in some countries, to find that during the day when the sun is hot, the lake, the pond, the sea, it may freeze. And it explains the same reason why fishing is done at night, not during the day. Because during the day, water on the surface is cold. At night, water on the surface is warm. I explained that last time during the process of land and sea breeze. You want hasn't started boiling yet?
Not yet. And about
Why is it taking long?
I think because it has something to do.
Oh no, you have to just maintain what you have. You want to record the boiling point. Right now it is. What is the temperature now?
I think it's 77.
77. Okay. You can bring your textbooks and open page 48 and 49. Pause. Okay. Good. Was good. Did you like it? Did you like the experiment? Yes. Yes. So that is how heat transfer by convection takes place. Convection is the transfer of heat from high temperature to low temperature in liquids such as water, when boiling water, sea breeze, such as when we are cooking food. All liquids, they do the convection process when they are getting hot. So please stand up. Please stand up.
Teacher, look.